Benetrends Financial has been in business since 1983, so we've been around over 32 years. And our founder, Len Fisher, who is an ERISA attorney, is the gentleman who created the Rollover for Business Startup, which is the primary product that Benetrends has been offering to entrepreneurs and small businesses for many years. So Benetrends, about 2 years ago, created a proprietary fund. And our goal was really simple. We wanted to create a fund of over $100 million to select brands like AlphaGraphics that would allow us to go in and offer them a block of money with a credit box that would basically say, if you have a candidate that meets or exceeds this credit box, they are pre-approved for funding. We realized that funding is always a challenge for franchise brands. AlphaGraphics probably in the past has worked with a number of different lending or funding sources. However, what Benetrends wanted to do is get a good idea of who AlphaGraphics is and what their real needs are, and create a proprietary program specifically for their candidates as they come forward.
One of the things that we were keenly aware of as far as AlphaGraphics and the print industry today was the fact that a lot of lending institutions do not understand modern printing. And so to enable to educate a lender to understand what AlphaGraphics is really all about, that we're not looking for an old-time printed press that's going to be sitting there, costing hundreds of thousands of dollars and pumping out paper after paper after paper, but the nuances of what the AlphaGraphics concept and services are today kind of overwhelm the typical lender. And a lender does not like to make a loan to an institution or to an organization that it does not understand. So the first thing we did was be able to identify a lender that we could educate to make sure that we could actually bring them to AlphaGraphics and help them understand who and what the concept actually is, have a thorough under-the-hood examination, if you will, of the franchise itself, so that today when you as an AlphaGraphics franchisee are trying to find funding for this AlphaGraphics printing company, you don't have to spend a lot of time trying to educate the lender. They know exactly who and what you are, what you're doing, and what it's going to take to be successful in that field. They've experienced it, they've visited the locations, they have sat through Discovery Day.
There are a variety of myths regarding SBA loans. Many of the clients come to us with trepidation. They've heard the horror stories of how difficult it is to apply for an SBA loan and the aggravation and angst that clients go through when they're trying to apply. We've managed to simplify that and eliminate much of the fear and the anxiety when it comes to funding their business.
One of the myths about SBA financing is that it takes anywhere from 6 months to a year to actually get the process through, and the paperwork itself is overwhelming to people.
Typically, when a client is looking for an SBA loan and they go to their local bank, they're going to apply to that bank. The bank is going to look at their stack of applications, and yours is going to go in order. Then they're going to look at the franchise concept, learn all they can about that franchise concept. Then they're going to look at your application, determine whether it makes sense to their loan committee. Then they're going to submit it to the loan committee. The loan committee is going to come back and ask for some additional information. Our program is really designed to streamline that. The bank already is familiar with the program. Because it's a proprietary program, your application goes to the top. As a result of that, we can typically, once we receive a funding package, we can get a loan proposal within 48 hours and a commitment within 10 days.
Well, funding is typically something most of the candidates have not gone through. The best experience or closest experience they've had is getting a mortgage or getting financing for a car. This is a little different. It's larger. There's a lot more involved because there's a business involved. It's not an asset such as a home. It's a business, and the business, is certainly something that has to be grown. So the lenders look at it totally differently, and anyone who's never done that certainly should work with professionals like ourselves to help through the process and get you to the end game.